shorts day here to kind of round everything out. I think the tempo was much more lively today. I think they're starting to get their legs up underneath them maybe a little bit more. Starting to feel a little bit better physically with where they are. Had a good mental day. I thought they were really in tune, really focused with what we had to do, and they came out here and I thought we had a good day. We keep talking about we got to make the most of every day, and we got to get just as much out of these mental days in shorts as we do coming out here in pads. But they really focused, attitude's really positive right now, and really excited about the way they're working. Still have a lot of work to do. We'll find out much more where we are with this last scrimmage tomorrow night with everything, and then we'll really start to get their legs underneath them, start and get them ready to play a game.
In terms of implementing what you wanted to in terms of scheme, yeah, I imagine you've done most of that at this point.
At this point all that's in. You put everything in kind of as a smorgasbord for the season, and then what you do is you go into a game, and so there'll be a lot of things that we've worked in the first two scrimmages that we will not work in this one. What we're really doing at this point is really paring down more than adding. Right now you're really paring everything down, so maybe week 4 or 5 you're going to grab something and go, hey, remember this, put this in at camp, and then you're reteaching it. So during camp you kind of throw everything at them, you put everything in, an awful lot going on, and then you really start to pare down as you get into the season to make sure they know exactly what they're doing, because I think much more games are lost in the first game than they are won.
You're used to, East Carolina, your non-conference games were often tougher than your in-conference games. For the most part, you have the opposite here, that you've got a couple games early. It makes for an interesting decision in terms of how much you want to implement that first game versus showing stuff for the second game, I guess.
Well, and yeah, I think the key, and this, we talked to the staff today, I want to win the first game. That's
right.
what I want. I want to win the first. We'll play the second game, and I don't want to go in as a first-year coach and say, okay, well, we're going to hold this, and this, and then you find yourself in the fourth quarter, fighting, kicking, scratching, biting, clawing, whatever you got to do to try and win. I think what we got to do right now is we got to get this team ready to play a game, just as we would if we were playing the Virginia Techs or the North Carolinas or the people that we played at East Carolina, as you referred to. Yeah. So I think the key is more getting this football team ready to play a game as a first-year staff. This is the first game we've played. I think it's going to be much more important that we can go execute what we're doing than us trying to show or hide or implement certain things. There are going to be certain things maybe that we like against Stony Brook that maybe the next week we won't like, but we'll get into that week too when we start looking at it.